I'm curious about the AA lane, but I want to hear Gods, your boy. This is the first time we've seen Visage in the entire Kings Cup.
Oh,
what's he doing here? How's he been?
He's been okay.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a lot
been
of
good.
It's a hero that is strong when people forget about him, because I feel like the reason the hero came into the meta and was so powerful is just because people always underestimated his damage output and his survivability to keep his cloak. The more people verse him, they just got better because you understand these spells. So he doesn't necessarily need to get buffed. He just needs to be ignored for 2 months, and then he can make a comeback. That's how I see Visage.
So it's not balance dependent. It's more like comfortability dependent.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a little balance dependent with some of the items. Like, definitely the nerfs have hurt Visage a bit. Grave Chill, duration, and stuff.
Okay.
People are remembering that
that.
Crimson Guard is an item every once in a while against him.
They just I was about to intro, but it seems like the team just want to fight right from the start here. A nice Fisher to block, and it seems like Fnatic just gonna get 2 body ruin from this side. Meanwhile, Raging Potato and Damage is gonna force Fnatic to fall back on top. Jabs. Yeah, it should be 2 for each.
I mean, they're getting good harassing here without taking damage. This is 2 600 range heroes against a melee hero and like a 400 range hero.
Just like you mentioned earlier, that the I think this lane Jabs and Chain Apparition and the leap attack speed is gonna play the big part in the top lane. Oh well, we have a pause. Let's do some intro. Yeah, the Detonator on a Yoshimoto Detonator on the Radiant side. Necro Force by Luciano. Ben-Hur on Visage. RR on Winter Wyvern. Raging Potato on Ursa Warrior, and Sam Edge on Vengeful Spirits.
And on Fnatic, we got Jabs playing the Ancient Apparition, Tiny being played by Abed, DJ playing Earthshaker, MP playing the Mirana, and Ice 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 on the Pugna.
Aight, man, this one's gonna be cool. I'm not sure which lane should I focus, because every single lane's got potential to kill.
For the early stages, I think I'm definitely looking towards the top lane. Ursa actually took Fury Swipes at 1, which is surprising given the nerfs to Fury Swipes in 7.19D, turning the duration down thoroughly.
Well, Clap was also nerfed, I guess, so it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
which of your
true.
nerf spells would you like to get?
Fair enough.
I'm surprised to see this 4-position Ursa coming out, period, because it was picked against some of these melee supports, but you've now got a 4-position Ursa against these 2 ranged heroes. That sounds really tough to make it work.
But what I worry right now is Sam Edge on top lane is really hard to like last hit, 48 damage only. So that means he has to wait until the creep HP gets very, very low, and the moment that he waits, he's just gonna get harassed by the long range hero.
Yeah, I can see that's why Ursa has chosen to steal away the second creep wave, which was... We saw like this become on and off. I guess it's probably because Ursa doesn't have anyone to harass in this dual range lane that he's like, alright, screw it, I'm just gonna cut the wave.
It's kind of the offlane meta now, where it's like, if you can compete and have a strong lane, you just take the 2-on-2. If you have a weak lane, you pull the wave. And Ursa doesn't have a lane right now, so makes sense. Mid lane, I think, is going to be Fnatic favored as well, so it looks like both top and mid should be pretty good for them. This is just, I mean, you can see here, no last hits, 0 last hits, 1 deny to the 4-3 of Tiny. Tree grab is, and Tiny's base damage is just going to crush the Visage.
True.
And actually, Visage is bottom, and who is mid? Oh, Blue's mid, Necro's mid. Okay, this makes more sense. All right, so Ben-Hur's gone safe lane. I'm talking out my ass. I didn't even see who's playing where, but these lanes are necessary and much better for Detonator.
The game just started and we already got the odds for GG bet.
Yeah. Nice and even there, you know. 50.
Wow.
As Cyclops said, 50-50. You go in a game of Dota, it's 50-50. Who's going to win?
Win or you lose.
I think in this game it's 25% for Detonator.
Yeah.
Apparently that's according to the odds.
I mean, this is a major qualified team versus a Summit 10 potential qualifying team.
What you trying to say about Summit 10?
I'm saying it's high quality. I'm saying the stakes should be even. The
Well, at
odds
least-
should be more even.
At
Definitely.
least you pronounce it right.
I am only doing it for it's a playoff. This may be recorded for promotional purposes. I want to do it right.
Purposes. All right.
Hard lane for Sam Edge, really. To be honest, so hard to last hit here against this Mirana. He only has 2 last hits so far. Understand, because very low base damage.
So typically, what is the role of an offlane Avenge? Is it just to get
I'm
those
sorry,
early
at the
levels?
bottom lane RR not looking good though. Getting chased now by Ice Ice Side. Grave Shield in order to save RR. But you also need to be careful about the Fisher.
Yeah, going back onto the Avenge, what are we sort of expecting here for Sam H? What's his role?
he's not finding what he wanted, because originally the goal of the Venge Ursa lane is to bully the enemy lane quite a bit. And
Mid lane
toss back.
started to harass. It's just tossed back to the tower. He's just gonna get field hit from the tower, but he will be fine. Luciano need to pop the fairy fire in order to survive from that.
So Venge already is not really getting what she wanted. She's not stopping Mirana from farming. She's not scaring Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, at the bottom lane, it seems like Visage are dropping quite low. Let's see who's gonna die first. They goes in for the Bender. Fnatic drew the first blood and just got away. And in the same time, mid lane strike in. That was a big solo kill by Abed.
Oh, Abed, what a good player.
Wow, what a great start.
Yeah.
I think.
So, forgotten thing about Visage, 10% magic resist. This hero's not very tanky. You start throwing some Nether Blasts, dies very quickly. That was 10th pick Visage too against Pugna. Pugna is one of the hardest heroes to play against as Visage because you're not particularly mobile and Life Drain just destroys you. It breaks your cloak and then just you take insanely high damage from it.
DJ walking away, here comes the Fisher.
And
but
even
there's no follow-up from his core. Pugna farming around there.
Your familiars also can't do anything because he can just decrep whoever is vulnerable.
Yeah. Like, you kind of have to just save those familiar stuns to cancel these life drains, and it's, I don't know, it's like an okay way to stay alive against the Pugna, but it just still doesn't feel good.
Oh, another toss back on mid.
Toss back to the tower. But luckily the tower this time is not shooting on that Luciano, however. It's somebody teleport down, it's going to be jabbed. Let's see if he can give the assist to Abed. No, he can't.
The rotation doesn't hurt that much. Mirana's doing so well in this top lane. Venge is 8-2.
Yeah,
Mirana's 16-1 right now, and Ursa has like. I'm a little bit surprised that Raging Potato didn't head mid. I felt that an Ursa with Fury Swipes could maybe intimidate a tiny mid, but I don't know. Raging Potato's just kind of circling around randomly right now.
It kind of needs to. I guess if we kept pulling these waves at top, it would have been a difference. But I feel like after that first one, I don't know if I've seen him pull any more.
He hasn't.
So
he took some damage at the bottom lane, side in danger. Right here, Splinter Blast already comes out, just fall side to teleport back to the base, back to the top lane. They're trying to catch Sam Edge around here, wrapping around, hit by an arrow, dropping a Starfall. Sam Edge, here comes the Magic Missile, also Velveter. Almost goes down for that MP, pop the Magic Stick. Can he leap? Yes, he can. Raging Potato, that was a clean kill by Team Fnatic.
Yeah, jabs his rotations.
Middle lane, somebody might get tossed back to the tower. Luciano, here we go, into the Fisher and also the Ancient Totem. Avalanche Sword, Luciano turn on the first round. Get some HP back, but he still get it body blocked by the creeps. He gotta kill the creep first. Here come the Dead Pulse. Throw another one. Luciano running out of the Ghost Routes already. That was so tenacious gang by Fnatic.
that was a nice little kill. They lost AA up top, but that's just the support. All three Fnatic cores seeing on 20+ last hits.
Yeah, this is the first time that I've seen a mid-tiny in all of King's Cup, and that leads me to believe that Southeast Asia, or this region in general, has kind of maybe forgotten what a mid-tiny can be capable of, because Abed is going to get out of control very soon, and they're not helping this Necro at all.
Feels like something a lot of teams just stopped doing, but it's still like, it just wins your lane. Any 4-position rotating, they just go sit on the tower, and the toss back is like easy kills. I think the only other team I see doing it consistently is like VP, with no one playing a lot of mid-tiny.
It just sounds like everyone forgot how to play like a team.
Yeah.
Simple stuff. I mean,
It's they kind of see a nerf and they're like, okay, let's stop picking this. And Tiny suddenly was put into a support role because it got nerfed a few times. And then, you know, end of the day, it's still the same hero and can be played as a core.
I'm not sure.
Bottom lane, once again, they go for it. It's Visage. It was an easy kill. DJ roaming around so good. This one, he got 1 kill and 2 assists. And here comes the jab. He's trying to kill the RR Yoshimoto, but she was in too deep. So they're just gonna fall back for the tower.
So back onto the whole Tiny thing. I don't think they're not picking Tiny because he's been nerfed. It's mostly because a lot of C mids, they love to play those really high skill late game scaling mids, so that they can sort of provide a little bit more for the team. They're that backup core in case their carry can't sort of carry them into that late game. Whereas Tiny, he kind of does that, but eventually he just hits that cap and he can't do any more beyond that cap. And that's what a lot of mids in C, like, they don't like that. They want to have impact all throughout the course of the game, which is why I can understand why they don't normally play the Tiny. I mean,
lane.
Abed's fine with it, because it's Abed.
That's gonna be some fight here. It's 3v2 though. Abed running off all the stuff. This is the first time that Luciano strike back with the Reaper side. They might get another kill. Luciano with a double kill seems to be good for team Detonator right here. They're trying to go for more for the Fnatic DJ. Maybe trying to find some anchor. Here we go. Go on Luciano. He already used the Ghost Round. Quite dangerous for him, but he looks pretty tanky. And MP doesn't have enough damage to do anything to him.
Yeah, I believe MP lost his items on the courier died with a Ring of Aquila.
Oh
So
my god,
that
really?
was his.
I can only imagine, yeah. He lost his items there, and that's pretty costly this early on. You want to TP rotate. Aquila's your mana pool. It's your like right click damage.
Yeah, especially the base damage that have been.
Yep. A nice little couple of kills for Detonator. They were really struggling up until then. You can see the net worth. They're still behind. But it makes it a whole lot better for them.
I kind of like the Danny observation about the mid-hero selection of the Southeast Asian mid player though. I think it's kind of true. Now let's take a look at the fight in the river. Cost, easy kill on the raging potato. It seems like it's not hard at all to kill support the Ursa warrior. Back to the top, Magic Missile, Wave of Terror. He can just, nice save by the MP with an arrow. Jabs comes back. He's just gonna stuck with the cold feet for sure. Level 7. Seems to have a lot of stats for damage. That's why he's so tanky. Still being chased by MP. And that's a kill for MP. Killing sprees on the side at the bottom lane as well.
Oh man, that's the Pugna versus Visage again. This Visage not level 6, so can't even stop the life drains. Life Drain just destroying Visage.
This is more like a laning skills and individual skills in the first 10 minutes of the game, do you think?
Yeah, which I don't think would surprise anyone. This is Fnatic that we're talking about. This is a bunch of TI attendees. This is Luciano dying mid.
Yeah.
This to me is one of the strongest SCA lineups we've seen in a while.
Right.
A while.
Yeah, I think so. I think you had the best players from the old Fnatic with the best players from the old Mineski. Like,
it's like two teams combined.
I'm a big fan of both those old rosters.
And they are all from Southeast Asia.
Yep. But I think, yeah, you kind of took some of the best of the both teams and they mesh well together. Jabs, I think, is a really good captain too.
Top MP getting hit by the gargoyle. Nice strike back on this one. Just don't give up, you know. Play like me. Play like Cyclops.
You gotta stay positive.
They watching your pubs.
Yeah.
Keep it PMA.
Never give up.
Positive mental attitude. I'm just wondering what they're going to do with this Ursa now, because the last couple of games that we saw the support Ursa, he was able to really come alive because they managed to get ganks, they dominated lanes. We're not seeing it this game. He's just sort of there, not doing anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have that one target that he can continuously bully. And I think in the previous times that we saw 4-position Ursa, he had one lane that he was like, oh, if I ever see, you know, this one here, this one melee core, then I'm just going to fall into the ends of the earth.
Moonlight Shadow activated, and they're just going to strike on top lane now. Only a few hits away. 3 grab, throw. All enough for the kills. Maybe push the creep wave and try to take the top tier 1 tower would be a great idea.
Homie went max Gravekeeper's Cloak. That is not what you want to have to do as a Visage.
I don't blame him though. But at the same time, it's so easy for their lineup to break the cloak.
Yeah.
Isai still constantly pushing at the bottom lane. Now you gotta deal with a wave of terror from the Vengeful Spirits.
I don't think Ice really cares at this point. He just does what he wants in lane.
He's going to just keep pushing his limits here. If he dies once to like a 3-man gank, doesn't matter because he knows his team is going to be getting farm elsewhere on the map.
He doesn't even have a TP.
We got a TP bot.
Yeah, top lane, and they're still chasing for the MP. But they used 2 players of Detonator to stop the bottom pushing. Here we go with a Magic Missile, maybe a Wave of Terror. Wave of Terror just hit side. Top lane still chasing between Raging Potato and MP. Leaped away. It will be impossible to get rid of the Mirana. Running out of leap.
No TP but for 5, but it looks like bottom they were hoping that with the long-range Ice Blast, they could maybe bait them into a fight and get some kills, but not the case.
Oh, his next item for Isai gonna be a Blink Dagger.
Position really easily with this. Good when you're just playing against these, you know, you want to be not getting stunned by familiars, you want to be able to get a decrypt off on a Winter's Curse, or against Ursa, the mobility can be very helpful.
Yeah, and if he manages to find Necro farming in the jungle or farming mid.
Teleported down, nice block feature, safe by damage, but now he got stuck on the river. Let's see how. Avalanche from long range.
Oh,
And just
Wow.
melted.
get rid of the planet.
Yeah, Jabs is maxing out Ice Vortex. That was 25 increased magic damage. He basically had a veil on the ground that...
Raging Potato to pick up the rune in front of the Fnatic Arbet. He goes in for the Fury Swipe, but he's dropping quite low. He might have to go back. Avalanche Sword to stop him from doing so. And shoot him from long range by Ice. Suck him dry. He's dead now.
toss up
Throw
the high
back to the
ground.
tower.
And he
Magic
killed
damage.
himself on the Nether Ward.
The Ice Vortex
Yeah, these
magic
Ice
damage.
Vortexes are...
Like, with a tiny combo with a Pugna, it's just insane.
The timing, the positioning, the way they place the skills is just better. This is absolutely better than Team Detonator.
Yeah, where's this AA hero been at? How is this the first time we're seeing him? That all these other partners that we're seeing can definitely benefit from the increased magic damage. These tosses, these nether blasts, I'm sure Mirana and the Starstorms up in the during their laning phase was very effective.
It's just, I feel like a hero with some glaring weaknesses they just weren't taking advantage of. Because normally that laning stage is really rough for AA.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
But
true.
AA Mirana against two pseudo basically melee heroes, like, great, you just win your lane. They managed to somehow draft a lane that would win with AA, which is not normally the case.
I don't think that was the intention either. It's just because they wanted, like, you know, AA anti-heal strat. Necrophos
Yes.
is the
Yeah.
first pick. All right, screw it, let's go AA.
Well, I think that's what set Fnatic apart from... I've seen a lot of AAs against Morphlings, and these teams just don't win because they're just literally picking AA to counter this one hero, but they don't think about how to make the AA work. I feel like Fnatic said, okay, we want to counter the heal strat, but then we have to actually find a place for AA
all
to
the
work.
spells at the bottom lane. Aim for the Necrophos.
He's
He's
dead.
not gonna make it. Seems like that Ice Blast is so hard for Necrophos to play in this game.
2-3 down? No?
Not yet. Just turn on the Griff in order to buy some time. That tower will surely go down quick.
It's like, DJ, stay away from my tower.
Oh, Japs.
We're
By
gonna
RR Yoshimoto in the in 3 line. Level 6 and level 7, not so different in terms of levels, but if you take a look at the game,
Oh,
it's
Ice
just
is
so big
tracking him.
Turn out the crab and just suck him with the life drain. And Ice already got Etherlane. So this is gonna be even harder for Team Detonator.
Big
High
network.
damage, yeah, long range. Name it.
Guys, the
Reaper
Lord.
side. Ooh, saved by the Echo Slam. All the stun. Ice still alive though. Almost goes down because of the Wave of Terror. But Tiny goes in and with Avalanche. Toss comes out, goes around all the spells. Ice Blood is gonna hit. Gargoyle shooting. Ben-Hur Yoshimoto also goes down. Ice already on godlike.
Oh, dear.
and now Wyvern.
Wyvern, what are you doing here? You teleported down in front of the players of Team Fnatic. That surely be a dinner.
Oh, Detonator's just getting destroyed game 1.
Could be a quick one.
This is Fnatic.
Yeah,
Fnatic team's pretty good at Dota.
I am
good.
do you guys think about the same? But I think like this is more like I feel like Fnatic play like a student who just went off and they just opened the semester. They were so excited to see
coming in
each other.
fresh.
Yeah, they was like, hey man,
It's the first day of school.
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
you do during the summer? And they having fun a lot.
Detonator, they were at summer school. They had to play group
yeah.
stage. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Those-
burned out.
They were doing remedial Dota.
Those parents, man, always send kids to the summer schools.
But I think it also comes down to the failed laning stage for Detonator. Like, they didn't get any of the lanes that they wanted to. They got picked off left, right, and center. They had a support Ursa, which worked during the group stages, completely flop here. We're probably not going to see it again, just because of how Fnatic is playing.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. It's such a weak laning hero as a 4 if you're not trading right clicks, and Fnatic just fully took advantage of the.
I
pick.
mean, I'm pretty sure Fnatic even looked at some VODs from the group stage, and they saw this support Ursa, and they were thinking, okay, we're going to have this support Ursa. We've got a lot of heroes. Let's just pick heroes that can kite, that can prevent them from doing the right clicks. We're good.
Well, I say hi to all my Thai boys over there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Thais watching this game because Japs is the Fnatic
Yeah,
drafter.
yeah.
Hey man, สวัสดีครับ เป็นไงบ้าง
Sawadee Cup.
สวัสดีครับ So you remember?
I remember from the Bloodseeker
Yeah.
Rupture Decree.
And you remember the
Yep.
curse?
No, I forgot that one. What was that one?
Aishia.
Aishia.
Oh
right.
my god.
I remember that.
Oh god, stop that. Alright.
I
Rough
remember
chanting
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah. Alright, สวัสดีนะครับ Alright, yeah.
So we're paused here. Tell me something else. Tell me another word that I should know. Something nice.
You eat yet?
I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah. กินข้าวหรือยัง
Ginkaorian.
Yeah.
What does that
you got
mean?
good. do you eat yet?
Oh, it just means did you eat yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
กินข้าวหรือยัง
Is there like a I know in Japanese there's like itadakimasu is what they say like before they eat. So like yeah.
Oh,
is that a
that's
Thai
like-
equivalent?
That's like thank you for the food, right?
Something like that, yeah. Kind
Okay.
of like a blessing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is there a Thai equivalent to that?
Dak.
Dak?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Eat.
Eat?
Yeah, but in a very
Formal
impolite
kinda?
way.
Oh, impolite
Yeah.
way. Oh, okay, okay.
But we'll be like, oh, Dak.
All right.
We use it when we toast as well. This one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's an impolite way, like when would you use it with your friends? Like if you're just going out with friends, you'd say that before you eat.
Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah, impolite way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So with friends.
Yeah, with friends.
Chowing
With friends
down.
only. Don't go. It is on the formal
Don't go to like your
restaurant.
boyfriend or
Alright.
girlfriend's grandparents. and be like,
Alright, guys, Mr. President and all the stuff. Yeah.
I don't think any of us. I don't think any of us are going to be eating with the president anytime soon.
Oh, you never know.
No, it's fine. I'm coming to Thailand. I'll
Yeah.
eat with the king, you know.
God's
Your
Thai,
royal
Yeah.
highness.
Thai
Yeah.
royalty.
Why not?
You guys
Why-
have a king, right? Don't
Why
you?
not after KM? Maybe drop
Yeah.
by to
Yeah,
Bangkok. Come
that's
on,
true.
man.
Dak?
Yeah.
We'll drop by and have some dak.
Yeah,
Dak? I think isn't what's a dak?
That's what he
Diak,
said.
right?
Yeah,
I thought it was
Dak.
diak.
Eat.
Diak.
D-A-K, Dak.
Dak.
Oh,
Dak.
dak.
Yeah, dak.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Fnatic are dacking all over Detonator right now.
Don't. Yes, true. That very nice apply.
You know, they use the impolite
Yeah,
terminology
they're,
here.
they're dacking them alive right now.
I pushed on top. Tower dropping a little bit. And let's see how they're gonna defend this tower. Fnatic grouping up. A lot of sentry as well. I have learned a lot of warding games in my paths. You know, I have been the crazy ward guy since yesterday. Plays a lot of sentry, and it feels like the observers and the visions is more important than ever in this latest patch. I don't know why, but yeah, it gives you more chance to win the fight.
Are you doing it like how Spartan was doing it in their Clutch Gamers game, where you're just bathing your half of the map in sentry wards?
No, not that much. It's just I don't know. I don't dare to do that because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still need some items, man. You
It's
know,
true.
I only place it when I feels like at the place it feels like I don't want this to be warded
Right.
in this area or some area that already warded.
You could try setting wards near the next objective your team wishes to attack.
Oh yeah,
That's
a good one.
a tip. Yeah. You agree?
Dak. So we use this deck a lot when we go out for a night, right?
Oh, okay.
And so many guys have been like wasted because of this phrase.
Yeah.
Like everyone, when we were like, kind of tipsy, and then we all like, hey, Dak.
All right.
Do you say it before you drink as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. it
Well,
can
The
be
other
a
one
lot.
I learned when I was drinking in Thailand was like when you want to finish your drink, you say like mokel or something.
Yes.
Mokel.
หมดแก้ว 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 means like แก้ว mean glasses.
Okay.
หมด like หมด is like out.
Oh, so it's like bottoms up kind
Bottoms
of
up,
thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
bottoms
It's
up.
bottoms up.
หมด
Okay.
แก้ว
Yeah.
เพื่อน
And then what else? No nien, no nien.
Huh?
No nien. It's
โด
like,
เนียน
you know what I want?
What language is
Nonian?
that?
I don't know. It's Thailand. I think it's
โด
Thailand.
เนี
maybe.
ยนโดเนียน
It's like saying like no nonsense kind of thing.
อ๋อ no เนียน
No
เนียน
nien.
means like เนียน means like yeah you're trying to fake
Yeah, no
eh?
tricks.
Yeah, you're trying to don't fake, don't trick.
Okay.
Yeah, no nian mean like no mean like no. Nian is like yeah, you're trying to trick me.
I see.
That's not good. Seems like yeah, but I think nian a lot at the moment.
Yeah, Ice is full of neons.
Arrow to the helm creep plus 200.
Man, the water I drink still it's fresh with the dishwasher again. Love it, man.
You gotta make sure these things are Murphy proof.
Exactly.
Very strong. I miss Murphy.
We all miss Murphy, but at
Maybe
least
he'll
you could
show
put
up for the
your
grand finals.
Some foreshadowing, perhaps.
Oh, Team
We'll see.
Smoke. They're looking to strike on Team Fnatic. Very risky play on this one. If they make a miss on this, they will lose mid tier 2 tower, or maybe mid tier 3 too. Pictures already, and here comes the
arrow.
suck,
Oh my
and
God,
also
this
everything.
combination.
Ice Blast, the core will surely close down on that. Sam Edge gone real quick, and it's time to push the mid tier 2 tower.
Mid tower's getting banged up.
I have never seen Ice Vortex be so incredibly effective in first 15 minutes of the game. Maybe it's because my Ancient Apparitions are always like, oh, you know, let me just jungle and get my Midas or something like that. Which Jabs has not opted for a Midas. He's getting a Spear Vessel or an Urn, I believe. But this AA is like always hanging out at the right spot at the right time, and the range is so obnoxious. Winter's Curse.
I getting harassed by the Gargoyle, and now he kind of stuck in the Winter Curse. Oh, at the moment that he walked in, that was a DJ waiting for. Bam! Right in the face, forcing them to do a buyback, and the Detonator is going to force back here. Pitchers send in the Ice Blast. Man, the same old trick once again that they used to kill the Necro every time in the first game of the series.
Kill after kill.
Something detonate back. Throw back into the middle of team of Fnatic. He's trying to survive, but I don't think Raging Potato will get away from that.
That is a dieback.
Sad trombone, buyback, dieback. Really?
Oh, really?
Yep.
This Ursa. Uh-oh.
It is trying to catch it. RR. Yoshimoto, Benter, Avalanche, Sauce, and it's a GG call.
And
only 18
minutes.
Wow.
Goodness.
I don't blame him. But that's pretty ruthless.
God,
Thanks. Just like, yeah, you guys been practicing in some group stage. Yeah, okay. Let's see how you guys are looking. Or okay, you guys go back to practice.
That's so brutal.
Yeah.